Before the beginning, there was this turtle, and the turtle was alone.
And he looked around, and he saw his neighbor, which was his mother.
And he lay down on top of his neighbor, and behold, she bore him in tears an oak tree,
which grew all day and then fell over like a bridge.
And lo, under that bridge there came a catfish.
And he was very big.
and he was walking, and he was the biggest he had ever seen.
And so were the fiery balls of this fish.
One of which is the sun.
And the other they called the moon.
Yes, some uncomplicated bozos still believe this myth.
But right here in the technical vastness of the future, we can guess that surely the past was very different.
We can surmise, for instance, that for some reason, for some time in the beginning, there were hot lumps.
Cold and lonely, they went noiselessly through the black holes of space.
These insignificant lumps came together to form the first union.
Our sun, the heating system.
And around this glowing gas bag rotated the earth, a cat's eye among aggies, blinking in astonishment across the face of time.
We were covered with a molten scum of rocks, bobbing on the surface like rats.
Later, when there was less heat, these giant rock groups settled down among the land masses.
During this extinct time, our Earth was like a steam room, and no one,
Not even man.
could get in.
However, the oceans
And the sewers.
were simmering with a rich protein stew.
And the mountains moved in to surround and protect them.
They didn't know, even then, that living as we knew it was already taken over.
Animals without backbones hid from each other or fell down.
Clamatory and oysterettes appeared as appetizers.
Then came the sponges.
Which sucked up about 10% of all life.
Hundreds of years later,
In the late devouring period,
fish became obnoxious,
Trailerbites, chiggerbites,
and mosquitoes.
collided aimlessly in the dense gas.
Finally,
Tiny edible plants sprang up in rows.
giving birth to generations of insecticides and other small
dying.
creatures.
Millions of months passed, and 28 days later, the moon appeared.
This small change was reflected best perhaps in the sand dollar.
Which shrank to almost nothing.
At the bottom of the pool, where even dumb amphibians like catfish laid their eggs in the boiling waters.
Only to be gobbled up every 3 minutes by giant sea orphans and beanie babies.
Which scared everybody.
And so, in fear and hot water,
Man is born!
Feeling like you're drinking from a half-empty dribble glass.
Haunted by the bull you buried in the basement.
see yourself standing at the wrong end of the cheese stamp line.
Face it, it's not worth saving the kind of money you're losing.
It's time to cup our strong hand under the hole in your pocket.
Let it go.
Hand it over
Submit.
to Boom.Bust.
Flown in on a broom.
Swept out with the dust.
Doom-bought dust.
A user-friendly, randomly managed, ethically indifferent cash vacuum.
From US Plus.
We lost the money you thought was yours.
Now, bozos, step off the bus and onto the moving yellow line. State your name, please.
What?
Please state your name.
Oh, just call me Babe.
Babe, thank you. Next,
Me? Sure. Hi, I'm Barney Honk.
Barney Honk. Thank you. Next,
Clem.
Clem. Thank you.
No, it's just...
Stand in the center of the rubber line. Keep your hands to yourself. You're about to be taken for a ride aboard the presidential choo-choo.
Rockefeller, Franklin Delano, Franklin Delano, Franklin Delano, Franklin Delano, Franklin Delano, Franklin Delano, Nixon Delano, Nixon Delano, Nixon Delano, Kennedy Johnson, Kennedy Johnson, Nixon Johnson, Nixon Johnson, Nixon Johnson, Nixon Johnson, Nixon Johnson, Nixon Johnson, Carter Johnson, Reagan Bush, Reagan Bush, Reagan Bush, Reagan Bush, Reagan Bush, Reagan Bush, Yes.